Hi there, I'm Johnny P., and I understand you've been diagnosed with an ascending thoracic aneurysm. I was too, and I'm here to walk you through that process from diagnosis. I first found out that I had one and went to get it checked because my sister was doing an operation and she had EKG done, and they found something was a little weird. Let's do further discovery, and they found that she had an ascending thoracic aneurysm, a 3.8. Our father died of a AAA, which is an abdominal aortic aneurysm, and his was a 4.9 last he had it checked. And these numbers I'm giving you are centimeters. So her doctor said, I suggest that you tell your siblings to go get checked out. This sounds hereditary. So on July 2nd of 25, I went to my primary care physician, had a checkup, told him what was up. On July 7th, he sent me in for an echocardiogram, and they found that on that electrocardiogram, I did have an aneurysm, and it was a 4.1. He called into the cardiologist, and they said they don't take new patients unless it's a 4.5. But let's do a CT scan. That's the most accurate way to figure out the correct size. So went to advanced radiology on August 19th, and I had the CT scan, and they also did a test for a AAA to see if I might have had what my father had. My AAA was negative, no problems there, but lo and behold, the ascending thoracic aneurysm was a 5.1, not a 4.1 like on the echocardio. So now I get a meeting with the surgeon. I go in and meet the surgeon, and she says, hey, with your family history and you being a 5.1, normally we don't do anything until 5.5, but in your case, we move everything up a notch. It's 5.1, it's time to do something. And I was like, yeah, right on, let's get it done. Okay, so we went and started that process. And here I am doing this video today. I'm 3 weeks exactly from the operation day. The operation day was October 8th. So on September 16th, I started to do the pre-test for the operation. I had a pulmonary test done at the hospital, an airflow test, how well my lungs exchange gases. Then I went on the 19th back and had my carotid arteries checked, had an ultrasound done on those, and a cath test, which they put the dye in your arm and they see the blood vessels in your heart. And our surgeon said, hey, if there's any other problems, we'll just fix them all while we're in there. But I had no other problems. I had nothing in my carotid artery, and in my vessels in my heart were fine. So we were just set for the aneurysm repair. Let's see here. We went, and then they scheduled the operation on October 8th. So I went in at 8 a.m. They prepped me. I had about an hour prep inside there. They shave your body. They shave from nipples to knees, and that's what she said. It was kind of funny, but they give you a full shave, and then they wheel you into the operating room. Well, before the operating room, they go in to meet with anesthesiologist, and they go over everything, and they get you to sign that paper that says, things could go wrong, and one of the options here, you may not wake up from this operation, so you got to sign those papers and get that all ready. Now, in my case, I had peace about it. I figured if the Lord brought me to it, he's going to bring me through it. So, I was cool about it. I had no worries, The best way to go would be on the table. That's peaceful, man, My wife's laughing at me right now. But no, seriously, I had peace about it. It was good. So anyway, I started getting things in line, which I suggest you do too. I had a couple lots that I owned that were just in my name, not my wife's. So I went and had her name put on those. I had a couple other little things that checked my will and my beneficiaries and all that stuff. And it's amazing how much you can get done in a short time when you've got incentive like that, you know. All this other stuff I just put off for years. Oh, I can do it some other time. But no, it's good. Get all that done, you know. So anyway, that brings us up to the date of the operation. And you're probably looking at this thing I'm wearing here, but this is my bra. This is what they give you after the operation. And it's mainly to remind you that you had an operation. Don't do anything stupid. You cross your arms here, pull it tight together when you cough. Keeps things together. And when you're out in public, people see that and they don't go whacking on your back and saying how you doing, because they see that, hey, you're wearing something a little different, or maybe there's a problem. But I'll get to more of that in the next video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.